Hi, today I want to talk to you about blue light and the effect that it has on our health, positively, and not getting it, how it affects our health in a negative way. So I've been looking at my various clients, and if you've had recent health scares and now you need to do something about it, what is going on underneath and how can you overcome them? So one of the things that I have found is that our amount of exposure from the sun into our eyes these days is very limited. If you think about how often, for me, like I'm wearing my glasses, I've blocked the natural sunlight coming in. We look on our screens how many hours a day. We are at home and we're relaxing and we're on our screens. And if you wear contacts and then you take those out and put glasses on and you go to bed, where have you got the right light into your eyes? And why this is so important is because the blue light in the wrong time of day leads to a lot of anxiety. Sorry, my thoughts are rushing ahead and I'm trying to decide which order to put them in. Okay, so all light has a right time and a right place to get into our eyes. And why this is important is because it nourishes our brain, it nourishes the cells in our body, it helps us to breathe better. What do I mean by this? So if you are looking at the sun in the mornings as it's rising, you are getting a very specific bandwidth of blue light energy into your eyes, which then feeds the back of your brain, which is the occipital area, which is to do with vision. And that in turn helps to feed our lungs and our energy. Those are just two very short things. I don't want to bombard you with a lot of things. So if you aren't able to look at the rising sun and you look at the sun a little bit later and maybe you find it's just a little bit bright, doesn't matter. If you look just next to the sun without glasses on and just stand there for a bit, allowing that blue light, which is now at a different frequency and energy intensity, into our eyes, then you are getting the right amount of blue light in your eyes, which sets you up for the day with dopamine activity. It feeds your central nervous system, gives you the energy that you need to do the stuff in the day. And during the day, whenever you think about it, take your glasses off and just be outside, even if you're just standing talking to someone. That is feeding your brain with the right nutrients and oxygen so that it can feed your system. If you're one of those who wear contact lenses, you're going to have to manage this a bit differently. And now there's another thing. So there's three things involved here. It's looking at the light, the proper sunlight. It's looking at the how you are breathing while you are looking at the sun, because I'm all for practicality and doing everything one time and get it done, and short bursts. So breathing fully with the sun, and then there's the water intake. And it's not just any water, it's quality water. So why the quality water? Because the main thing that looking at the sunlight does is it's actually going into our eyes, to the back of the brain, and feeding the mitochondria in all the cells of our body. Now, the mitochondria is like the mother cell, if you think about it like that. It's where life begins. And if you aren't drinking enough water, it's like a cell in a battery cell in a car. If you got some cells that are empty and dry, that car isn't going to go. And that's what it does to our energy. So we want to feed the battery cells of our body with quality water. We want to breathe, so that deep breathing down to the belly and all the way up gets the oxygen in our brain. Looking at the sun, you've done 3 things already, and that in itself will help to have easily maintainable action steps daily to help with anxiety, breathing problems, energy problems, clarity of mind, and I could go on. So now, to end off, here's the last bit. At the end of the day, if you can get out into the sun going down, getting that light into your eye, now that is red light. Now that red light prepares your brain, your pineal gland, your circadian rhythm, to help you to settle down, wind down, telling your brain it's nearly time for sleep. So you're getting your right balance in sleep-wake cycles. And having that sort of sun in your eyes is also extremely helpful. However, if you are now going back inside and you're on your screen from the moment you get home back to bedtime, it's not going to help. So one of the other things you can do is have different lenses. So obviously a lot of people have heard of blue light blockers for glasses, and you've got your blue light blocker on the computers and the cell phones. Use them. And then in the evening, sometimes people wear those red tinted glasses, and that helps to put to balance the blue light from the screen with the red light that you need in your brain. I don't want to get too technical here, but basically get the light in your eyes, because so many people have so many anxiety problems, and it stems from the wrong light at the wrong time of day for the length of time that you're on it, and things like epilepsy and strokes and just general anxiety. So if you can please think about how much blue light you get in your eyes and start changing that, you'll feel so much better. But you've got to do it for 63 days at least, and then it becomes a habit. Try it.